Right, we're in. Right, hi, it's James here, and today I'm with Paula and Jason of Oliver Meadows Kitchens and Interiors. We're having a cuppa, we're having a little chat. We're doing a blog today, or I'm doing a blog, and they've kindly let me use their demo kitchen to showcase how to present your kitchen for sale and the do's and don'ts. So in this interview, I'm going to introduce the guys, and they're going to tell you a bit about what they do, how they do it, and maybe throw in some tips on your own kitchen yourself. So, hello Paula, hello Jason.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Hi, nice to see you again.
So one of the things that I was going to ask you, we were talking about before, is the demo kitchen, and how it's a unique feature and it's unique to you guys. So what was the thinking behind the demo kitchen?
The demo kitchen for us was to make it a workable kitchen. For me, I like clean lines. We forget, Jason, it's a ladies' kitchen most of the time. That's important to remember, girls. So, yeah, clean lines, plenty of work surface, and everything that was in easy use. So cupboards that we can open, drawers that we can fill. Everyone has too much to put in their kitchen these days, and we don't like too much on the work surface. So but the kitchen is my choice and Jason's choice, and it obviously isn't everybody's choice. But it's important to see something that works.
That's great. I mean, and the other thing that I think was really cool that you were saying is that, because I remember when I was looking to change the kitchen in my old house, and we were going around kind of the high street showrooms, and it was all kind of like, well, look, let's measure your kitchen, let's throw something together, go and have a look at some of the doors you like. You can't really get a sense of how the kitchen feels, because when you look at a blank door, you can't kind of open it and see the cupboards and that kind of thing. And I think that's what's really cool about this place here, is that it's actually a proper working kitchen, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, once we've been to measure up, it's important that we get the people here to see a kitchen that works, a kitchen that is fully functionable. And fully functionable, is that a word? I'm not too sure now.
It is now.
It is now. And one that you can see that drawers are full to capacity, how much stuff you can put in them, how long they last. You can see ours has been working here for 6 years and it's still working well.
Excellent. Jason, I can see you're dying to come in here. We're not leaving you out in the dark. So tell us a bit about you. So you're the design man, you're the kitchen man. Other superheroes are available. So tell us a bit about you and your kind of the kitchen background, because you've been in the industry quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in the industry for about 28 years now, designer and installer. What I would do is I'd come out and speak to you about your requirements for your kitchen, go through all the options available to you, make sure the kitchen works for you, and sort out the best layout we can for you, for your particular environment and for your room.
So one of the good things that I guess you were saying with the demo kitchen is that I guess you guys you go out, you measure, you discuss, you show kind of what's available, but then one of the cool things is that you can go, well, look, actually, don't just take my word for it, come back here, see the demo kitchen. And then kind of people can get a feel for actually, rather than just like I said earlier, blank doors on a bit of wood, they can actually open and poke their nose in, the drawers are full, they can see kind of how it all works. Talking about how things work, first thing I noticed when I walked in here was these speakers up here. I'm dying to know how they work, and I've got another question for you afterwards, so talk me through it.
They're connected to the TV, they're connected to a Sonos device, they're connected to an Echo device, and a radio as well.
Cool. So the question I'm dying to ask you, because I mean that's massively cool. I'm not a great cook, but when I'm pouring my cereal out in the morning, you're saying that I can shout at my Amazon Echo and I can play Radio 1 and dance to my delight through the ceiling speakers.
Yes.
What about asking for a friend? Could you do that in a bathroom?
Yes, you can put them in the bathroom as well.
Okay, so one of the questions I guess a lot of people ask me is kind of what's on trend in terms of kitchen. What are you seeing? What's kind of a popular style that you're kind of seeing a lot of at the moment?
Well, popular trends at the moment are contemporary kitchens, so something that's a high gloss or matte finish. Matte finishes are coming very strongly at the moment, in whites, light greys mixed with dark grey. A lot of it does depend obviously on the property you have, Because if you've got a contemporary property, then a contemporary kitchen will fit nicely. If it's a more traditional style property, then a traditional style would fit probably better. Again, colours are still the same. Whites, grey palettes are coming through very, very strongly at the moment.
Cool. Okay. So again, another thing I'm going to ask again, asking about the demo question. I've got demo kitchen. Sorry, I've got 1,000,001 questions because there's so much cool stuff going on in here. The next question I've got is I'm going to call it the Star Trek door, and I'm sure you know what I mean by that because I was amazed when I saw it. Talk me through the Star Trek door, because just to give you an insight, guys, and I'll cut to a little bit of video on this in a second. You basically press it, and then it's a bit like a Lamborghini door. It just goes up. But talk me through it.
Well, it's a bifold door, and it's an electronic bifold door, and literally you just press the lower half of the door, and the servo kicks in and opens the door for you automatically. You then press the button again, and it shuts automatically. Love
that. Press a button, open, press a button, down. So I guess that could be really good for, I mean, you know, also for someone like a gadget freak like me. Love that. But what about like people with accessibility issues, disability issues? Is that something that you guys can provide? Is that something that's kind of an option as well?
Yes, certainly. I mean, if you've got a fairly wide cabinet with bifold doors on it, sometimes the doors can be fairly heavy. So if you've got that option to press and they open electronically, then yes, it does help with that.
Excellent. Okay. And then just kind of going back to, again, another question I get asked kind of in the estate agency world is when you're doing a viewing in a house with somebody, let's say, for example, a 2-bedroom house, I know it's hard to say, but what's kind of a rough estimation of how much a average kitchen would cost? So I kind of generally say to people anywhere between 5 and 15, depending on how wild you want to go. I mean, give us some insight.
Yeah, about 5 to 15 would be about on the ballpark. For the lower end of the market, entry level, you're looking at about 5,000, and then you can go up to whatever you want to spend. But about 15 would be the max for that sort of project.
So in terms of so 5K, I come to you and I say, right, Jason, here's $5,000. I want a basic low entry kitchen. What do you do? Is that stripping out the old kitchen, putting the new one in? Is that just the kitchen units? How does it work?
Obviously, depending on the customer's requirements, we can strip the kitchen out for that. We can supply an entry-level door, entry-level work surfaces. Again, we supply kitchens for all budgets, so we can supply kitchens for the budget market or the high-end market. Yeah.
That was cool. So I mean, I've seen also. Like I say, that's the first time I've seen £50,000 kitchens before, where you press. Like you press a button and the extractor fan comes out of the worktop. I've now seen a Star Trek door. I hadn't seen that before. There's so many cool things that are available. But I'm going to bring you in now, Paula, about kind of the interior side and the style side. Is that you saying that's kind of where you come in?
I think, yeah, we both work on that. I think it's important to see 2 points of view. So a woman and a guy see things differently. So Jason's very practical and gets it right, which is great, and designs it and puts it on the paper. I may do the tweaks. So when we go out together and have a look at a property, sometimes you see things differently, and you may open a door and just think, actually, that really isn't going to work there, so let's just shift it there and see if that works. And so it's just having a different vision.
Cool. Okay. And then, so enough kind of about kitchens. I will ask about you guys. So you're both local people, both from Kempston, Bedford, or?
Yeah, we're both from Kempston. Yeah.
Yeah, both from Kempston.
Yeah. And so, talk me through Oliver Meadows. Why Oliver Meadows? Is Oliver Meadows the main guy, or what's? Is he going to come in here in a minute and what's you doing in it? Where's the name come from?
It took us a long time to get there, and I'll let Jason explain because I will get told off completely.
Well, Oliver Meadows comes from the fact that we live in Oliver Close on Bedford Meadows in Kempston. Simple as that.
Makes sense.
It's simple as that, really.
So, okay, and then how long have you been going now?
We've been going for 2 years now, and we're building strength to strength at the moment, so yes.
One of the things you were saying to me earlier is that, and I guess it's relevant for a lot of local businesses, is that a lot of your business is kind of coming from, or a lot of your customers are coming from kind of word of mouth. One of the cool things I saw on your website was like virtual reality and like the 3D model of the. So obviously the demo kitchens on there. I saw that was really cool, and some other sort of styles of kitchens. Just talk me through that.
Yeah, if you go to our website and look at our 3D tours, there's a 3D tour of this kitchen which highlights the projects that we can undertake, all the accessory bits and pieces that we can include into your project. And you can take a tour around the kitchen and see the fact that there is an open door. You can see all the drawers, the drawer inserts. You can see the fact that there's LED lighting inside all of the cupboards. Wander around and just get some hints and tips from that, really.
Excellent. Okay, and then the last question I'm going to ask you is going to be my trademark question that I ask everyone. What's your favourite thing about Bedford?
I think the river. Yeah.
Embankment, that's a favourite of mine as well. What's yours?
Yeah, I'd say the river and the Priory Park, really. It's just nice to have a wander around there.
Because you've got the obviously there's Bedford Park as well, isn't there? There's lots of places of interest, and there are things that I'm going to be covering in kind of weeks to come. But thanks very much for letting me use your demo kitchen today, guys. Make sure you follow their page. I'm going to put the links down below for Oliver Meadows Kitchens. You can check out their 3D tour online. If you want to feature in one of these videos, give me a shout, DM me, give me an email, give us a call in the office. Happy to help. But yeah, look forward to the blog showcase later where I show you how to present your kitchen for sale. Thanks very much again, guys, and we'll see you soon.